Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. My name is Liv and I make lots of healthy lifestyle videos here on this channel, so recipes, tips, tricks, and everything like that. So if you're new, make sure to hit that red button. And in today's video, it's super exciting because I'm sharing with you 20 different ways that you can be healthy and get healthy and stay healthy while in school. So whether you're in high school, college, university, wherever you are, these will help you out. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram because I'm always sharing recipes and more tips and tricks on there, sharing with you favorite products and like what I eat in a day and everything like that. So head on over there and follow and chat. And yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so number one tip is to sleep. I feel like a lot of people think that you need to pull all-nighters when you're studying for exams, but you actually really need to sleep. That's what your brain needs in order to function properly, to consolidate everything you're learning, and you're gonna end up performing a lot better. And also, when you don't get enough sleep, your cortisol increases. It can make you gain weight. It can make you get sick a lot easier and more frequently. So make sure you get your sleep. Sleep is very important. Number two is to only eat when you're hungry. I know it can be difficult when like you don't know what else to do, so you just like eat when you're snacking, or if everyone else is snacking around you, you eat because like everyone else is eating in the college or something, but only eat when you're hungry because that's only when your body actually wants food. Number three is to walk to class. I always did this in university and it's a great way to get some steps in and some physical activity. I used to walk 20 minutes even in like minus 17 Celsius, so walk to class and get those steps in. My next one is to make sure you have some healthy snacks, and I do have a bunch of videos on this, so I will leave that down below. But a couple of my favorite ones to bring on the go are the Go Macro bars. I love these bars. They're so tasty, help fill me up. They're really yummy and I love the ingredients in them. And also RX bars because the ingredients are really transparent. That's what's on there, that's what's in there. Really clean and good for you, and they'll give you a good dose of energy. My next one is to make sure you're drinking lots and lots of water. If you need to, even get like a cute S'well water bottle like I have, which will make you want to bring your water bottle to class. Just make sure you drink lots of water because otherwise you're going to get dehydrated, and especially if you're drinking coffee in college, you want to make sure you're drinking a lot of water. My next tip is to stock up on healthy fats. So eat lots of things like avocados, nuts, seeds. Not only are they going to help keep you fuller longer, but healthy fats actually help you burn fat, so you're doing yourself like a favor. My next tip is to make sure you eat breakfast. That's why your mom always said breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's because it is. You need to break that fast between when you were sleeping, so make sure you get something really nice and healthy in you. Also have some videos on that. I'll also leave that down below. But make sure you do that before you go to class so that you're not starving. That way you can concentrate and learn better because then your brain has the glucose and the fuel from your food to actually learn. My next tip is to practice portion control. So just be aware of what you're eating. I find especially in like cafeteria dining halls, if you're on a meal plan and it's buffet style, it can be really easy to like go crazy with portions and you don't even know it. So stick to things like 4 to 6 ounces of protein for women, 6 to 8 for men, you know, a big half of it being like veggies. My next tip is to practice the 80-20 rule, which basically means 80% of the time you're clean and then allow 20% of you to like have the pizza, because if you're in school or you're in college, there's going to be social events and you don't want to feel like you're missing out on that or you can't go to it because like you can't eat the pizza. So allow yourself like once a week or the 20% of the time to like eat the pizza, relax and have fun, because that's also part of health, is like your mental health and like being social with other people and interacting. So that's also very important. My next tip is to make sure you have tips and things that you do to de-stress. I love using things like Stress Fix from Sage, which is a lavender essential oil. It's a roller ball. I keep this in my backpack. It's really good for calming and just lowering your cortisol levels, whether you're taking a bath once a week, reading like a book for fun, because then you're going to be able to study better. You're just going to feel better. You'll sleep better. And my next tip is to find a running group or a workout type group. There were tons of these on my campuses. I would always see them like running in groups. So if that's something that appeals to you, or you like the idea of running with with somebody else, you can get a group of friends or join a running group on campus. My next tip is to head to the vegetarian section of the cafeteria. At least in my cafeteria or my dining hall, the vegetarian section had a lot of things like nuts and seeds and a lot of more healthier options that you can put on your plate. And then you can go to like the meat section, but in mine, like all the meat and fries were in one area and then all like the nuts, seeds, and salads were in another. So head to that section and you'll likely find some good gems. My next one is to avoid refined grains. That's things like white rice, white bread, any kind of white carb, because basically there's no fiber in it, so it's not gonna keep you full for that long. It spikes your blood sugar and does nothing for you. So make sure you choose whole grain, sprouted, and then I also love to add things in like sweet potato and oats, which are also non-refined carbohydrates. My next tip is to watch your beverages. A lot of beverages like vitamin waters or any other kind of like flavored juices can actually have a lot of sugar. So you just want to make sure you're looking at the nutrition facts to see how much sugar there is, whether there's sugar in it, and also the serving size, because they can sometimes put like 1/3 or half the bottle as a serving size and then it's actually double the sugar. Some things I like to have in terms of like fun drinks that aren't water are coconut water, kombucha, even like those cranberry packed waters, things like that where like the sugar is natural in coconut water, or kombucha where like the sugar is more minimal, plus you're also getting the probiotics for your. My next tip is not to multitask while you're eating. That's because you'll end up eating a lot more and you won't be like enjoying and aware of what you're eating as well. And then if you have like a whole bag of chips, the whole bag of chips can be gone. So just make sure you take the time to separate like when you're studying or doing work and when you're eating. My next tip is to make a routine of this. I like to do this on Sunday nights, so I'll plan out my workouts for the week to make sure that they're in my schedule. I see them and I've made time for them. My next tip is to use your gym. Chances are if you're near campus or you go to university, your gym membership is like included in your student fees. So if you haven't belonged to a gym before that, I would really take advantage of that. My next tip is to get outside if you can, if the weather is not too cold, but if you can get outside even for like 10-20 minutes a day, take your lunch break outside, take a snack break outside. Even if you're just walking to the coffee shop for like 10 minutes to get a coffee, walk back and study, that little bit of fresh air will do wonders while you're studying, wonders for your mind, and just will actually elevate your mood because you're breathing in fresh air. Going along with that is my next tip, and that is to make sure you take a 10-minute break after every 50 minutes. Studies have actually showed that your brain, like ability to remember stuff and concentration, actually declines after 50 minutes. So after 50 minutes, take a 10-minute break, and no, this 10 minutes does not mean staring at the Instagram screen, because that doesn't help if you just move from one screen to another screen. I don't know, take 10 minutes, talk to your roommate, talk to a friend, do sit-ups, do whatever you want, walk around. And my last one is to make some healthy swaps in your diet. I made a whole video about this where I shared like 20 different swaps you can make to be healthier. And these are really easy little things that you can do in your life that can just make a part of your lifestyle and you won't even notice anymore. So I'm gonna leave those down below, but those are things like swapping out avocado for butter, swapping out bananas like mashed up instead of sugar in recipes. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found these tips useful. That is an airplane. I hope you guys can hear that. If you have any tips for staying healthy in school that I didn't mention, make sure you leave those down below and share them with all of us because I love learning from you guys. As always, don't forget to subscribe and I will see you guys in my next video.